Today on Studio G, a decision made by the Supreme Court has people in question.
Migraines affect the lives of many. What one surgery has done to improve a woman's struggle.
And we'll take a look at how a Las Vegas local is sharing his passion with others. This is Studio G. Welcome to this edition of Studio G. I'm Troy Fosgate.
And I'm Ron Paul Gavino.
Today, MGM is breaking ground on a new arena that will seat 20,000 people for sporting and music events. The project will provide new jobs to 3,000 workers.
MGM said the arena is being designed to host NBA and NHL teams, as well as concerts, boxing, mixed martial arts, family shows, and other events. The company reported that the arena will cost $350 million to build.
It will be located just off the strip behind the New York and Monte Carlo Hotel. MGM is looking to open the arena in the spring of 2016.
That's actually pretty soon. A teen father in Iowa is being charged with first-degree murder after killing his infant son. Reporter Tristan Balagtas has more.
Left with his father for no more than an hour, 4-month-old Gabriel McFarland was found unresponsive by his mother and her friend.
Somebody left my friend's baby that they were babysitting by themselves, and the baby flew.
17-year-old Drew Wheeler Smith was left to care for his infant son. But when Gabriel's mother returned, Wheeler Smith was gone. She found baby Gabriel unattended in his glider chair, and he wasn't breathing.
How old is the baby? How old is he? He's like almost 4 months. Okay, you need to lay him on his back. What? Is he breathing? Is he breathing, Martia? No.
Police dispatch instructs her friend on giving the baby CPR.
Yep. Do the chest again. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. You're doing fine. Stay calm. Stay calm. Stay calm.
Gabriel didn't respond and was pronounced dead at the hospital. For Studio G, I'm Tristan Balagtas.
An autopsy revealed that the infant died from abusive head trauma. In addition to first-degree murder, Drew Wheeler Smith is also being charged with neglect.
It's a topic that affects students all over the country. Should race and gender be a factor in college admissions? Last week, the Supreme Court said not necessarily. In 2006, Michigan voters passed a law prohibiting publicly funded colleges from granting preferred treatment to any individual or group. This was based on race, sex, color, and national origin. Civil rights groups, students, and faculty of the University of Michigan filed several lawsuits. However, the Supreme Court upheld the decision made by the state.
Today is, well, you can have affirmative action, but you don't have to have affirmative action.
And it's going to open up the door, I think, to many states following suit. Some have already done so, but I expect many others will now look at the same approach.
The majority opinion was written by Justice Anthony Kennedy, saying, "This case is not about how the debate about racial preferences should be resolved. It is about who may resolve it. This decision could bring affirmative action to the top of the agenda list of several universities." UNLV students can read about the official university diversity statements by going to go.unlv.edu/about/statements.
Coming up after the break, we'll have your international and national news.
And Donald Woods will give us her science and technology. Stay tuned.
Participation in Greek fraternity and sorority life at UNLV can provide an experience like no other, with benefits including supportive friends, leadership and career opportunities, and community service.
Greek life at UNLV is really great because it's a good way to network and meet new people from all over the place.
We got academics and we're all about that culture. So we encompass everything all around, and we're out here and we're trying to better ourselves and try to make it better, and let's just make it all better all together.
I'm Chelsea. I'm Toby.
It's your boy Miles Lowe.
Crystal McGuerza.
King Louie here.
This is Don Conker.
3 P's in a Pod.
The Miles Lowe Midweek Show.
The King Louie Show. The Revolution.
Combox Radio with Crystal May.
KUMV. The Rebel HD2.
Come listen to us at therebelhd2.com.
It's indie rock, pop, and underground hip-hop, R&B mix, electronic and dance music.
Click on the listen link and there we are.
We are volunteers of Girl Scouts of Southern Nevada.
Now we're going to take a look at what's happening around the world.
Hundreds of pro-Russian separatists overran more Ukrainian buildings yesterday in Luhansk near the Russian border. According to CNN, they occupied the regional government headquarters, seized a prosecutor's office, and attacked a police station with clubs and automatic weapons. The demonstrators kicked in windows to gain access to the buildings, and local authorities said police did not offer resistance. The European Union has been imposing sanctions related to the crisis in Ukraine and recently added another 15 people, bringing the total number targeted to 48. The White House said in a statement that the United States will also deny export license applications for any high-technology items that could be used by Russian military, and the Commerce and State Departments will revoke any existing export licenses that meet these conditions. Obama said if this last round of sanctions does not work, the next phase might be to target economic sectors like banking. Cyprus and Lebanon are making plans to explore and produce natural gas in the new energy frontier of the eastern Mediterranean on Tuesday. The two countries agreed to start negotiations for a unionization agreement. In the event that hydrocarbons are found in the area between the two countries' exclusive economic zones, the agreement would regulate who gets what. Although it is too early to tell what will be found under the first platform, the bounty may be sizable for a small country like Cyprus. According to CNN, the minister overseeing this portfolio for the island nation said the natural gas found would make his country's energy independent for a generation. Last summer, Texas-based Noble Energy did its first energy drilling work in Cyprus and indicated there is potential for 3 billion barrels of oil in the shared fields. As for Syria, Freddie Baz of Bank of Audi says that government share of energy revenues could total $7 billion. The Saudi Arabian Health Ministry said MERS, also known as Middle East Respiratory Syndrome, is on the rise. Just this weekend alone, there have been 26 new cases, including 10 deaths. Discovered in 2012, MERS spiked this time last year as well. It's not clear exactly how the virus is spread or why there is such a sudden increase in confirmed cases. According to the ministry, the total number of the coronavirus victims is now at 339, with 102 deaths. The World Health Organization says symptoms to look for include fever, cough, and shortness of breath. Although a number of the cases come from the Arabian Peninsula, people have died of the infection elsewhere. However, all of the people involved had contacted the disease in the Middle East. That wraps up your national and international news for this week. I'm Kelby Weiler, and I'll be sending it to Donald Woods for our science and technology.
Thanks, Kelby. Hi, I'm Donald Woods with this Thursday segment of Science and Technology News. A researcher was digging around some caves in the town of Eagle, which is west of Denver, when he came upon the albino millipede. The millipede, which doesn't have an official name yet, is less than a centimeter long. It has been named a newly discovered species and it has been added to the animal kingdom. Netflix was the first to set the example and succeed with creating original content. That was 2 years ago, and since then, other companies have followed, while Microsoft is getting into TV with their video games, that is. They announced Xbox Originals, a slate of original TV series. The dozen original television series from documentaries to sci-fi epics will be available exclusively on Xbox gaming consoles and other Microsoft devices. Leading the charge are Steven Spielberg and Ridley Scott, who are involved in 2 separate series based on the massively popular Halo video game franchise. Others in the lineup, which will begin rolling out in June, include a sci-fi drama, Humans, and a documentary series called Signal to Noise. Phones hold a lot of sensitive information. A lot of debate has been going on recently if police officers need a warrant to search the cell phones of people they arrest. The Supreme Court will be tackling this issue. Justices are hearing 2 cases on the matter right now. The court has long allowed those searches, but critics say it's unfair because cell phones hold or provide private access to a person's life. A court ruling on this issue is expected in June. And that's all the science and technology news I have for this Thursday. I'm Donald Woods.
Thanks, Donald. Coming up after the break, Fabiola Marzano will give us our 7-day forecast.
And reporter Monica Cran will be joined with the CEO of Neo Hydro Technologies Incorporated. Stay tuned.
FGY.
Kaylin Height. And I'm Jay Luna. And we're Ill Vibe Theory. It's an underground hip-hop show here at UNLV, where we focus on making the hip-hop culture in the Las Vegas Valley more prevalent and just making people more aware of up-and-coming underground hip-hop artists.
Basically, we play what we like. It's really as simple as that. Most of the stuff we like are our hits, so it's both.
On KUNV HD2, Las Vegas. Our third pod is Kat Gonzalez.
We mainly talk about pop culture and whatever movie or TV show that we're interested in right now.
Pretty much everything about media, current events, current everything regarding pop culture and stuff.
I want them to laugh at us because we're so awkward.
This is a really casual show.
I'm Chelsea.
I'm Toby.
And we're 3 Ps in a pod. Come listen to us at therebelhd2.com.
Your community's farmers market. Welcoming, lively, friendly. A place where neighbors and friends come together to celebrate their community. With over 50 vendors, organic, sustainable, fresh produce are available just for you. Support and buy local at Fresh 52.
The overnight flooding in Pensacola Beach, Florida, left many residents climbing to their attics and their rooftops. Nearly 2 feet of rain fell within a 24-hour time span, causing fast-rising waters. Boats traveled through the flooded streets, picking up stranded residents. This was the single rainiest day Pensacola has ever recorded. You know, that's pretty crazy. I mean, the most flooding that we've ever had was just a couple years ago where our parking lot was just completely filled.
Yeah, just Florida. It seems like the southern states, it's been having terrible parts of weather. Georgia, Florida, like the ice in Atlanta. So, and yeah.
No, I can understand. But Fabi, are we going to get any rain anytime soon?
Well, no rains. Actually, happy first Monday. Actually, it's not Monday, it's May 1st. So happy Las Vegas. I hope you're having a great day today. We start this month with clear skies standing at 78. Sunny day. It's looking really great today. Our low is 62. Our normal average is 61. Not a big difference right there. But our sunset will be around 7:30. So make sure you catch that beautiful purple pink skies out there on the valley. Right now, we're standing around the 50s and 60s. A lot of sun. On this side, though, they're having some 70s. San Francisco at 74. Now, our winds are very low. We don't see a lot of a big difference right there. There's not big of a difference. Today, our winds are going to be running around below 15 miles per hour. Kingman is at 14, Las Vegas at 13, St. George at 7. So it's not a lot of a difference, but our low today will be standing around 30s, Las Vegas at 62, and St. George at 56. Now, there is a severe thunderstorm that's pushing in just like Florida. Unfortunately, it's pushing it all the way. It's affecting all of our east coast of the valley. And we see a jet stream right here going right below. And this is causing severe rain. Now, let me show you this video coming up. The low pressure system that I showed you on the map is causing severe threats in the Carolinas and parts of also Florida. Now, the mid-Atlantic states have received flood threats as well. And this rain, unfortunately, will be continuing throughout the week. But looking at our 7-week forecast, for us is going to be looking really nice. We're going to be standing at the 80s, and We're going to be moving up. I mean, on Tuesday, we're going to expect a little bit of 90s. We're going to be racing up on our winds. So this weekend, I definitely recommend you guys to go out, have fun, take your girlfriends out on a date. I mean, it's a sunny, beautiful day. So
I will.
You should do it.
I'm really looking forward to the beautiful weather.
Yeah, I'm making the best of it right now. It's going to be like 97 in the Saturday, so.
Oh, see, 97's too hot for me, man. That's not going to be any fun.
Las Vegas.
Anyway, after the break, we will be right back.
Personal and professional development through competitive events, community involvement, and leadership development.
I joined DECA because I wanted to get out of my comfort zone. So I got to meet people, network, and definitely work on my public speaking.
To join DECA, it's a very simple process. You have to pay a $25 membership fee. You can either come to our next meeting, our website, which is unlvdeca.co.vu.
We're open to all majors who are interested in business, finance, or hospitality-related fields.
NSPCA, where no animal has an expiration date.
I want this place to be a place that they feel safe, is secure, a place where they get inspired. So many times we kind of get complacent in our everyday life, transforming lives in the community from the inside out. I've been in fitness my whole life, but now tying that in now in my spiritual walk, it's been just amazing. Some people may want to run a marathon. Some may want to just get off their asthma inhaler. Exercising and moving our bodies, I think it's, you know, I always say if you don't use it, you lose it.
Welcome back from the break. I'm Monica Cran, and joined with us today is David Gasparin, CEO of Neo Hydro Technologies Incorporated. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you, Monica.
So you started your company about 2 years ago. How did that happen?
Well, my professional career started out in the hospitality industry, working at the Mirage and the Bellagio, where they spent a lot of time ingraining customer service and all these skills, if you will, in us. And I think I always knew I wanted to own my own business. And I felt like towards the end of my career there that I had the opportunity to open my own business. So from there I went and became an owner and operator of several restaurants. And the thing it taught me very quickly was how much I didn't know about owning a business, and how many moving parts there were, and how much time it really took. And in particular, we had this marketing program where we offered paper punch cards to our customers. And they were just like those buy 9, get your 10th one free. And they were just a nightmare for business owners because, you know, in my case, we couldn't manage it. You know, we couldn't measure it, we couldn't manage it. We didn't know how many people were using them. And I always thought there was an opportunity there to capture this information and really track it, you know. And as a consumer, I would use those cards at other places, and I would always forget them and lose them and so on and so forth. So there was like this epiphany, and the aha moment was more, you know, hey, we can create an app that kind of solves this problem for both the business owner and customers of businesses. And that's where Epoxy started.
And what exactly is Epoxy?
Epoxy is a free mobile app for customers to download. When they download it, we have business profiles in there where customers can actually see all kinds of information, you know, from menus to hours, and additionally, the loyalty cards. So those punch cards that businesses create, they're on the app, and customers can go into the businesses and use them. So now, instead of having to store and remember all of those punch cards, you have them all in one app. Additionally, you can buy gift cards from the app and send them to friends now.
Oh, that's very convenient. So I heard that you can talk to the owners on the app.
Yeah, we have several different features. One thing that we do have is something called Sticky Notes, which is our version of reviews. And the idea behind it is that the app was developed with the business owner in mind, as well as the consumer. So if you go into a place and you genuinely have a bad experience, the business owner should be able to get a hold of you pretty much right away. And the app allows for that. But if you go in and you just want to make suggestions to the business owner on how to improve or your experience directly to them in a non-public forum, you can email them as well directly from the app.
How is this changing business?
Well, for businesses, you know, we think what we've done is really created a platform that's easy for them to adopt, that it doesn't require any equipment, and now they can actually measure all of those numbers. So the number of people that come in and use these cards, how often they're being redeemed. So if you can measure it, you can manage it. So it's a quantifiable system. And for them, they can also reach out to customers through the app. So it's a very easy adoption and really, really affordable.
Okay, so what's in it for the consumer?
Well, for the consumer, again, it's a free mobile app. so everyone likes something for free. And when they download it, they have access not only to the loyalty card, but also all of the information about businesses they may not have visited previously. So if it's a new spot, then they can actually look up their menus, check out their hours, and more importantly, one of our newest features, which is gift cards. They don't even have to drive to the business to purchase a gift card. They can buy it right from the app and send it to their friends.
And I know that database marketing is shifting from paper to computers. What was the process of making that app?
It was quite time consuming. We had to have a lot of focus groups, a lot of feedback. One of the most interesting things was you come up with this concept in your mind and you have it envisioned and how it's going to go, and then you start showing it to people. And the hardest thing really is trying to get people to use it. And then sitting down, and we found the most effective way was focus groups, was getting feedback from people on what they liked, what they didn't like. And so over the last 2 years, it's changed dramatically, but it's changed dramatically from input from consumers and business owners alike. If we can take something and improve it all the time and reach a broader spectrum of individuals and their likes, it's a more effective marketing platform. So.
And how did you transition from being in the hospitality industry into owning your own app?
It was quite a journey. It's been a great experience, learning a lot in different areas along the way, and this app has proven to be, just probably the best experience, because we've actually had the opportunity to take it public last year. So now it is a public company, and because it's public, it's enabled us to improve the app and expand into different cities. And now we're no longer just in Las Vegas, we're in Utah and Southern California as well. So
I wish we had more time to talk about your app, but we don't. But thank you for joining us today. We'll be right back after this break. Stay tuned.
Do I know you? Oh my God, who are you? Why are you taking my picture?
I'm Savannah.
I'm Zoe.
We're the hosts of Happy Hour. Our show is kind of like a mix of everything. It's like happy hour, whatever you do.
You never know what you're gonna get.
Yeah, all the elements of kind of like a comedy show, kind of like put on radio along with news and then music. I'm Savannah.
I'm Zoe.
We're the hosts of Happy Hour on the Rebel HD2.
And I'm like, okay, whatever. Yeah.
We're Combox Radio, and we talk about anything from relationships, friendships, family, and school.
Yeah,
anything like that.
We know our shows is from the 3 to 4 o'clock hour. We want to take that hour to just kind of let everyone unwind and just
take a break with us.
Yeah.
Hi, my name's Crystal Magorza, and my show is called Combox Radio with Crystal May. We are on Thursdays from 3 to 4 p.m.
The Miles Low Midweek Show. I specialize in underground local hip-hop music as well as your top hits. In the first hour, we play your top hits. Second hour, other local legends that you guys may have never heard of. But I want my listeners to realize that there's more good music than what you hear on the radio. Just diversify your ears a little bit. I love it with all my heart. It's your boy Miles Low from the Miles Low Midweek Show. You can check my show out from therebelhd2.com.
Migraines can stop a person in their tracks, literally, but nerve decompression surgery has shown to help improve the lives of those who suffer from them. Reporter Christina Davies has the details, and we do want to warn you, some of the images you are about to see are quite graphic.
Karen King has suffered from migraines for 42 years. She tried to hide the pain, but in the end couldn't. There were times where she felt like a failure in life.
You feel like a loser. Because you can, 1 minute your little children think you can do no wrong.
But then she gets a migraine, and King can hear her kids in the room next door.
Oh, my mom's in bed again with another headache. We have to be quiet.
Migraines are different from headaches, so it was hard for people to relate to King's situation.
And most people don't understand. If they've never had a migraine, they have no idea of what you're going through. They just think you're just weak, that you're not coping with life very well.
When really, she had a genetic problem. Her nerves were all tangled up, and sometimes they affected more than just her head.
Really severe, they'd go in my eye and down my face. My tongue would go numb, my neck would go numb, and it would last about a week.
But once one migraine was over, another immediately followed. She then found a plastic surgeon that does nerve decompression surgery.
Migraines really come from compression of the nerve around the scalp, and there's a couple of different areas, and typically there are 4 main migraine types.
One of which King had surgery on was the frontal.
So the nerve runs up here, and then it branches out into different areas, okay, and up here. All right, and so what we want to do is basically, we want to release the nerve from the surrounding muscle in this area right about here.
King has not experienced a migraine.
After surgery, I got my wife back. A little walk around the complex, about 100 yards, and that would never happen.
The weather was one factor that caused King's migraines, and since the surgery, it has not affected her.
It's changed back and forth from bright sunny and extremely hot to cloudy and cold, which that drastic change of a temperature would do her in, and it doesn't now.
This type of surgery has yet to hit mainstream in the medical field, but its results are promising. For Studio G, I'm Christina Davies.
About 18% of the U.S. population suffers from migraines, and the suicide rates are high for people who suffer from them. For more information on the surgery, you can visit migrainereliefcenter.com.
What happens when you turn a hobby into a future career? A local of Las Vegas is expressing his passion for videography and photography to see the world one step at a time. Reporter Victoria Janae has more.
Growing up in Las Vegas can be a bit a temptation and pleasure for Tay Price, but he found a hobby that will later on get him well known in the Las Vegas community.
I had got a hold of some MacBooks, and I had a friend that I did music for, and we decided to do vlogs, which at the time nobody was really doing. This about 4 or 5 years back. And we started shooting them with those. That led to him having a friend that had a camera. He had a Canon GL14. We got that, started shooting those, and then I wound up shooting my first music video, which was like December of 2009.
It's a throwback, 2-pack of the new jacks.
Hip-hop music is one of the fastest growing genres, and its culture is inedible. Being a videographer and photographer is something that is special to him. But many people do face challenges when they just start off.
The biggest challenges were probably, I'd say, dealing with all the personalities. You get on set, you have to deal with so many people, so many artists, and people being real flamboyant or people being shy. You have to be able to direct them and get what you need from them in order to make the shot and everything come together.
Along with working with celebrities, rap artists, and R&B artists, his future is just getting started.
Hopefully, you know, I'll get myself to a point where I'm where I'm at now times 10, times 20.
It's a throwback, 2-pack.
To learn more about Tay Price Films, visit his website at www.tayprice.com, where you can learn more about his music videos, photography, and more. Seems like Las Vegas is a growing population for just like photographers, music videos. It's really cool.
Yeah, I think the art scene here is really starting to get big. I mean, we just saw that open mic story and stuff like that, and I think it's cool, especially with the Arts District opening downtown. It's getting really exciting.
Downtown is a hot location. It's growing. Life is beautiful. The festivals, artwork. It's an amazing scene to see.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. Anyway, that is all the news we have for you today. My name is Ron Paul Gavino.
And I am Troy Fosgate. Tune in tomorrow for another edition of Studio G.
Have a great day, Las Vegas.